Good evening, this is the New Dawn FM News in English, read to you by Lucius Laukai. First, the Alliance Committee meet the people of Chitalato, Tonsu and Pate today. Committee told of Joshua to carry on. Member calls to meet these people. AIM Global Agent calls for Kunwa Road to be fixed. And New Dawn FM off in Buin. Northern news in detail. The Parliamentary Select Committee on Constitutional Law today met the people of Tonsu, Pate and Chitalato at the Malasang Women's Center. This was the second of the 15 days consultative meeting that the committee has to carry out throughout the region before it returns to the Parliament for the second reading of the bills to amend the Constitution on the seat of the Bougainville former combatants and the seat of the President. The leaders from the three constituencies were direct with their answers and did not ask to go back to the wards for further consultations, similar to what happened at Halia yesterday. In today's consultations, the leaders of Tonsu supported the amendments, saying that these amendments were good so that it gives power back to the people, the voters, to vote for their candidate. The leaders from Pate and Chitalato only supported the seat of the ex-combatants to continue, saying their duty as combatants remain until after the ratification. On the seat of the President, the leaders said that the 2 terms was enough and there was no need for a change. The committee will meet with the people of Tewa and Mahari on Saposa Island tomorrow. Many leaders who spoke today made reference on the Bible story of Moses leading the Israelites and Joshua taking over into the Promised Land, but fell short of naming the Joshua that will take over from where President Momis will live after his term ends in June this year. The consultation with the Parliamentary Committee on Constitutional Law had many church elders who spoke strongly of not supporting any changes to the seat of the President, but wanted the seat of the three combatants to continue. The venue was full and many more people, both men and women, were able to openly express their views on the proposed constitutional amendments. One of the main comments that came out of today's meeting was that this was a move that can create divisions amongst the people of Bougainville, and the committee members appealed for the leaders to make constructive comments and not to personalize the amendments, and also to maintain unity of all Bougainvilleans despite the divisions that these changes are creating. The ABG Minister for Economic Development and member for Selau, Joseph Watawi, is calling on the chiefs of Selau, chairman of Selau Community Government, and the chairman of Kokoba Urban Community Government, church leaders in Selau and women's leaders to attend an urgent meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the Selau District Office. The meeting is to gauge the views from the community leaders on the proposed 2 constitutional amendments that the ABG has introduced on 17th of January 2020. The minister said that he wants to meet and get views from the leaders on the proposed amendments. He said that it was a requirement for the government to consult with the leaders before the Parliament makes these changes in Parliament. Meanwhile, the Parliamentary Select Committee will visit its 3rd location since it started consulting with the community leaders since the committee started its work last Monday. You're listening to New Dawn FM News in English. A chief from West Coast, Samuel Tororia, is calling on the autonomous Bougainville government to try and fix the deteriorating Sierra to Korepobi road. In a press statement released today, Mr. Tororia said this road has been neglected for so long with the promised bridges not delivered. Mr. Tororia said that the people are resourceful with many cocoa and coconut blocks in the area, but due to the road network, his people continue to suffer. He said his people need roads to bring their produce to the markets in Buka and Arawa. Mr. Tororia said that his people of West Coast, that include Kunua, Kereka and Torokina, will remain backward unless a road network reaches them. Not when the English Bulletin New Dawn FM would like to advise its listeners in Buin and South Bougainville that our station has been off for a week due to Buin Power giving low voltage and unable to operate our equipment there. We operate filtering equipment through an automatic power regulator that tries to stabilize the power voltage fluctuations, but this low output has burnt out the AVR. Once that is replaced, our station in this part of the region will remain off air for another week. New Dawn FM wishes to apologize to its listeners for this problem. We're trying our best to have this equipment replaced as soon as possible, but our signals in Arawa and Buka are not affected. This has been the New Dawn FM News in English. You can also see our news on the website on www.bougainvillenews.com, www.bougainville.tibet.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. On behalf of the news team, I'm Aloysius Laukai. You have a pleasant evening. Good night, and one kind news long Tok Pisin, me Aloysius Laukai Barudim. Parliamentary Select Committee long constitutional law today been bringing people blotonsu paid na chitalato long Malasang Women's Center. This plan number 2 long all 15 day consultative meeting where committee like carry out inside the region past time long ami come long parliament one time report long and na second reading long bill long making sense long constitution long display siap long all former combatant na siap long president all leader long triple constituency all living Tok straight one time all ask him na answer long all no talk long go back long all what member was them all living making kind of was them long hali aste long tete consultations leader Blong or leader Blotonsu is support him through this amendment or senis talk amendment and good plan lo one and by giving power back you long all voter long choose him candidate long all leader Blopid na chitalato only support him taso all ex combatant seat long continue na only talk he must continue gonna upload ratification lo siablo president or leader itoko them 2 terms long president eminap na need him Chinese committee by meeting people blotewa na mahari long Sapos Island tomorrow. Planting leader who's being Tok tete being referred long Bible story of Moses where being pulling all Israelites na Joshua being Kisimoli promised land. That's all only no call him this last Joshua where only like by Senate and President Momis behind long time and we finished the June display. Inside long consultation, one time parliamentary committee, long constitutional law, plenty of church elder being Tok strong, long we no support him or Senis, long seat pro president, that's all like him, or triple combatant seat, he must continue. This place for meeting today being pull up straight, na plenty more man na Mary. Only been up long, give him tinting long all this constitutional senis. One long all big Tok only been making lot today. Only talk this all senis, he can come up him namel lo people lo Bougainville na only all committee appeal long all leader. He must talk long issue that's on na no can go personal long all senis by come up lo parliament. Only talk maski long all this something. People of Bougainville must remain united. ABG Minister of Economic Development na member of Silau, Joseph Watawi, missing out the people belonging no chiefs of Silau, chairman of Silau Community Government, chairman of Kopau Urban Community Government, not church leaders of Silau, now women's leaders of Silau to attending one urgent meeting tomorrow, long 10 kilo Silau District Office. Meeting am long tinting long people belonging community leaders long display senis where government Tok long and long be introduced him the 17th of January 2020 long ABG Parliament. Minister talk me like long bungin people belongan na kisim tinting long all leader ya long display all senis. Emi talk display me on pla requirement long government imas talk one time all leaders belongan before long parliament in make him senis inside long mama law. Now yet long display time parliamentary select committee by bungim by go number 3 location belongan start long time living come up tomorrow long Sapusa start yet lo time committee be starting work long and lo last Monday. Iplok lo harim news kami lo New Dawn FM. Umbla chief lo West Coast Kunua Samuel Tororia emisingan long autonomous bukan be government long tram lo fixing more road we bagara bogota lo Sierra igona blo korepovi lo umbla news release me make him today Mr. Tororia itok this road kaman di bilus tintin long and lo lombra time na promise all bridge too come up. Mr. Tororia itok people long and only got planning something blocks in money osem coconut block that's all road i bara mimol na people continue lo suffer. Emi talk people belonging you need him road through lo bring him all produce belong all go market lo buka na long arawa. Mr. Tororia itok osem people below West Coast where kunua kerekai na kandi one time torokina by remain osem by come up stop yet osem backward or backside ogeta inap road network ibongimol. Lopinisim news New Dawn FM I like talk several listeners belongen osem station belongen lo buin no South Bougainville work lo 1 week because buin power emi oklo give him low voltage na display make him all machine in an upload work long display time. Because I use him on machine automatic power regulator where is controlling power voltage number long machine na long all equipment or power generator na all equipment that's all display something emoklo make him also na payar AVR time if I replace him by machine he can work back and you don't have me talk sorry long listeners belong and long display we come up that's all close to replacement to come by New Dawn FM on back and lobuin display no effective more signals from plow long arawa na buka long display time na display pinisim New Dawn FM news tete long to the night.